Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Walked in ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. We're coming at you from yet another apocalyptic fucking situation.
Jesus Christ.
We got 50-mile-an-hour winds in Ventura. Fires are raging in L.A. Thousands of people have lost their homes. There's looting, rioting. Fucking Gavin Newsom's really helping us out.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good here. It's been a fucked up week, huh?
There's a list of people that are helping us out.
Well, yeah.
The
Well,
three
let's get in.
Tracy's in the
Let's
fire
hold
department.
off and get into it later for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get into it, but
Yeah.
you know, just a general, overall chaos around LA, Ventura County right now.
Yeah, it is.
Another 3 days of 40-mile-an-hour winds coming our way.
Yeah.
It's perfect, man. I've lost power at my house twice now.
We haven't lost power, but we're kind of
you're not. Yeah, you're in the middle of the.
Yeah.
You're literally in the Palisades of Ventura.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess
we,
not the
we
hills,
thought that
but-
was safe, you know. I feel bad for all the people that have gone through this already and are now.
She's all right.
Now, what's up? That are now.
We got a visitor today.
PTSDing.
Dude, yeah.
You know,
It's
like
no
my
joke.
brother and them live up in Atalanta, and
That dog said, "My butt's right here."
and he's PTSD. You know, he's like, they just turned the power off again. I got the generators going. I
Right.
think I fireproofed the house, so I should be okay.
Fuck, dude. It's
You
scary.
know, oh, dude, it's horrible.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just it's and I a friend of ours named Kat. She had lost her ranch in the big fires, and they just rebuilt and everything. And she was saying how she put a post out there saying, Kat Merrick, saying how, I'm sitting here looking at my property and all these fires are going on in the Palisades, and I'm standing here crying. And she goes, I'm not crying because I'm scared. I'm crying because I feel so bad for all those people that have lost their homes.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of those people that they lost their home that they had at the beach, and they lost their home that they had up in the hills. And now they're probably going to have to go to like their home in Tahoe or something like that.
That's true.
until
Yeah,
they
that's
rebuild.
tough.
You
Yeah.
know, it's got to be hard on them. Unlike those people in the Carolinas and stuff where they've got flooded out of their shacks.
They have no water,
Nowhere to go, no
nothing.
water, no electric, no power, no
It's
home.
hard. Like, there is a weird general thing. It's like, well, they're fucking rich. And you're like, I get it. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't
You know
matter,
what I
'cause
mean?
you're losing,
You're losing fucking everything. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're losing everything.
But it's still, they are doing everything they can to figure out what they can do to help these people.
100%. Yeah.
And there's so
That
many other
is-
things that have happened throughout the United States where there wasn't this response.
100%.
Because it wasn't a bunch of rich people that are going to have financial retribution to anybody and everybody that's not doing anything.
Yeah,
I mean, Newsom's in trouble.
Sure,
I think so anyways.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hawaii's not like a low-end area, and they still are hurting.
Totally, man.
And they're already doing all these things to help rebuild and start working on rebuilding,
LA 2.0.
Yeah.
He was talking about it.
Oh.
LA 2.0.
No, I haven't heard
there's
that
a
one,
whole
man.
thing going on. Anyway, we'll get in the conspiracy corner later, I think.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It's a little early. Maybe first 10 minutes of podcast is probably not great. But our heart goes out to everybody, dude. What I
Seriously.
have seen is tremendous loss, and going through the Thomas fires here, we know multiple people that lost every fucking thing.
Yep.
And a huge majority of them have not been able to rebuild.
Yep.
Right? Whether it's permitting, money, fucking insurance, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. But, you're talking about what they're saying, over 5,000 structures at least in LA that have burnt. We lost 1,000 here. I don't remember Gavin Newsom showing up for nothing over here.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it's only because LA is, the hub of where probably the major donors for the Democratic Party are. You know what I mean? And they're going to, I don't know. They even said they put a moratorium on the denying insurance claims in LA. Like, companies aren't allowed to deny insurance claims for fire. Like, they just came out and said it, and you're like, really?
But even if they don't, I think they were paying like, and I'm
Exorbitant
not
amounts
sure.
of money.
No, they were paying like 70 cents on the dollar for their claims. So if your house was worth $1 million, they weren't giving you $1 million. They were giving you 700,000. You know what I mean? And like
it's fucking crazy.
It's
dude.
nuts.
Yeah. But the loss is nuts, dude. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
It's such a sad deal, to know that, all the, just the backlash, you know what I mean? It's really weird. Like I've said this before, but we are in an era of retribution. People want fucking retribution. People want accountability for bad leadership now, you know what I mean? And they should, for sure, but what bothers me the most is that every soundbite I see of Karen Bass talking, or the fire chief, or Newsom, or whatever, is immediately like microscoped and dictated to, can you believe they said this? And you're like, I get it. I think there's a lot of time for, there should be a lot of time for reflection and retribution and accountability for bad leadership, for sure. But really the reality is a lot of these guys are just trying to fucking day to day get this fire under control,
I think part of the problem, and I caught this today, is I'm not a Fox News guy. I'm not an MSNBC guy.
Yeah.
None of that shit. But there was something that was, I think it was Adam Carolla was talking, or somebody was talking, and I wanted to hear what it was that he was saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't necessarily agree with Adam Carolla and his politics and how he is about things.
Yeah.
But I do think he has a strong opinion about stuff, and I like to hear other people's opinions. Mm. And I listened to one, and now my whole feed is Fox News, man. God. And I'm just trying to, I'm digging around going, God, how do I get out of this, man? Yeah. How do I, because all of a sudden it is all just, lefty, wokey, destroyed. And I don't want to get into this, man.
Yeah. Can we just search the wrong fucking thing, dude?
Yeah. Can we just get back to Kill Tony clips all day long?
Yeah, that's totally true, man. Yeah, and then, I don't know. The fire thing, my heart goes out to anyone. If you lost shit, it's fucking terrible, dude. But the stuff that I've seen people doing in L.A., especially, I want to shout out, oh my God. There's been a bunch of, businesses and companies that are running donation centers now and all kinds of shit. Midnight Records up there in the Valley. There's a guy that is in a band, ACXDC. He's fucking turned his whole entire record shop into a donation center for the community.
Yeah.
And he's daily on there posting shit. This is what we need today. We don't need clothes. We need toiletries. We need this. And they got people that are organizing, and that's the true spirit of helping people. You know what I mean? Rather than microscopically fucking picking apart every single word some politician says on TV, which is unhelpful. You know what I mean? Right now.
Yeah.
I think there should be time for it eventually, but what I'd like to see is the people that are really stepping up and actually helping. You know what I mean?
There's a thing at Pierpont on Wednesday at Duke's from 3 to 7 o'clock.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I'm going to try to go down there after I get off work and see, they want surfboards and stuff. And I just happened to look up in the garage and see a surfboard.
Oh, cool.
Up in the garage rafters.
Nice.
What is that?
Who's this?
Yeah.
Porsches or something?
Who knows? Yeah. No, I think it was her daughter's.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I had some friends that one of them had to leave his house.
Yeah.
And his wife manages a property or horses and does that stuff. And I hit them up and was like, hey, man, if you got a trailer that needs to be towed, I got a truck that'll tow it. If you need help with anything, let me know what I can do, and anything I can do to help people, I will.
Yeah, for sure.
I know during the Thomas fires, man, I just drove around in my Avalanche with my truck bed full of water and, giving people's rides places when I see somebody walking and just, anything you can do to help.
Totally, man. Yeah.
The animal stuff is devastating.
It's rough, man. I don't know. And we're not through it. You know what I mean? I think at this point right now, this is Monday, it's 20-something% containment for the Palisades fire. The other ones, maybe a little bit more, you know what I mean? But it's just rough, dude. And
they keep popping up. I know as soon as I got outside and got in my truck and I was riding over here, I was like,
looking for motherfuckers
is that
with
fog
blowtorches?
Or is that torch,
Yeah. No, I've been fucking driving around looking for anyone that looks sketchy, dude. I'm like, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Because you never know. It doesn't take much around here, to get it going.
Crazy people, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy people. I mean, they showed a guy that had just set fire to a giant dumpster.
Yeah.
And that dude was whacked out of his mind,
dude,
man. And you look at that, it's like in my head, I was like, I would beat and then they got in closer on the guy, and I'm like,
Maybe not. He might.
You know?
Yeah, he might catch a disease real quick. You know? That's when you just pew out the window, dude.
The shillelaghs are for, man.
Yeah. It's really weird, man. This type of shit brings out the weirdest people. You know what I mean? I posted it on our stories, and I'm not sure exactly the context, but there was a dude behind a car on the road, and 2 people were throwing gasoline cans onto the side of the road. And people were honking at him, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me."
What is going on? Because it looked like 2.
It looked like teenagers.
Yeah, but not like they weren't doing it and laughing or anything.
No,
they were just tossing. But what really was
what
it?
Was
is that what
yeah.
was going on? And it just that's one of the hardest things about this, and doing the is trying to figure out what actually is
going on.
Oh man,
yeah.
You know, behind the scenes or in actuality with the fires?
With everything, with
all
of it, because like I saw this one thing that said, "Hey, they got the guy that started all this stuff," and they showed a picture of a house and cops and stuff.
Yeah,
and then I didn't even click on it. Mm-hmm. I went and looked up what started the Palisades fires. And they still don't know.
Right,
they're still kind of confused about it. So whatever that was just clickbait.
Yeah,
and then who knows what the
AI
fucking story
shit,
is.
You make these videos now, and they look so convincing, dude.
Yeah.
Like the one that was going around with the Hollywood sign on fire. Like, did you see that one that was going around?
I didn't.
There was all these pictures of the fucking Hollywood sign burning. And it went to national news almost. And then eventually everyone's like, hey, this is fake. Like, people were posting pictures in front of the Hollywood sign being like, not on fire, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's so easy to fall for this shit now. You know what I mean? And you're like, you don't, it's really hard to sift through and figure out what the fuck's real. You know what I mean?
You have to, that's what the thing with any of it is.
Yeah.
Is you have to really,
really got to spend
and
the time.
not just go, don't just go home and smoke 3 or 4 joints and then get on
Look
a
up
YouTube
video.
And, not talking to anybody in particular, Kenny. But I was sitting there with my brother, and we were sitting there watching. It was some stupid show. Fucking guys go up to Alaska. They're from Kansas, and they go to Alaska and get a little tiny Suzuki truck, and they're building.
I saw that. I was watching that.
So good,
so dumb, dude.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So we were watching that, and then my brother and I started talking about the fires, and my brother starts to say something, and I went, "Hey. Is this you or YouTube? Is this YouTube talking?
Yeah,
is this?" And he just started laughing, dude. He just started giggling about it because
YouTube talking, I think, is a good term for that, dude. Are
it
you out
really-
here YouTube talking? Is that what we're doing?
That's a good one, man. Yeah, that is perfect because it's just so real.
It really is, dude.
You know?
I mean, you can watch a YouTube video and you're like, fucking all right, it's all over, And some of it's true, and you're like, God damn, okay, but
yeah, but I
it's so wild,
I
man.
clown my son-in-law so hard on flat Earth.
Oh God,
because I'm just like, come on, bro, and he's all, no, you gotta.
Did you send him the video of that guy in Antarctica that was the biggest flat Earth platform?
He's like, no, okay, never mind.
He said,
no. He's not on anything anymore.
Oh, okay.
He don't do any of that stuff. He doesn't know TikTok, no YouTube.
Okay.
No,
well, TikTok's going away.
Yeah.
TikTok is going away. Did you hear that, Kenny? They're banning TikTok.
I saw that.
That's wild, dude. Pretty good.
It is kind of wild, though.
Yeah. My kid, I actually was having a conversation with my kids this morning about it, and they're excited that it's going away. They know how bad it is. They know what it is. They know that it's toxic. It's fucking horrendous. There's shit you see on there that's fucking just wildly unhelpful. And both of my kids are literally excited to see it go away.
That's really good news.
Yeah, it is. It's really weird. They were like, yeah, dude, because they're kind of barely on it anyway. They watch other shit. They do other stuff, but yeah,
you quit using it because I've never touched it.
No, I'm all over it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing really good on TikTok right now.
Oh, really?
Our videos are killing it right now on TikTok.
See, and from a business perspective, I've got the 360 MVP on
Right,
TikTok
right.
too. I just don't circulate it as much because I've always I don't favor the platform at all.
Yeah.
And the total TikTok is a play on words of a waste of time of our own lives.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, so is Instagram, though.
Yeah.
So
it's not like we're getting better content on Instagram.
So is
right?
YouPorn.
Yeah. Well,
We could get that. We'd get some serious content going.
we
if
should.
You and I jumped on YouPorn.
Yeah.
Kenny's the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. I don't know. It's just the amount of misinformation. You know what I mean? The amount of gnarly shit that, especially pertaining to the fires, because it's like you'll see something of something, and then you have to really look, and you go, is that video taken from like years ago that just got reposted for something now? Or, you know, you have to really like, there was one that was going around. It showed all three of these fires starting at the same time. And you look and everyone's like, oh my God, that's how it started. Lasers, blah, blah, blah. And if you look at the fucking information on the video, cause it's like a wildlife camera, it's from San Diego. You know, it says it.
The stamp?
Yeah, it says San Diego. You know, it's like, and it takes 1 second, and that thing had millions of fucking views.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's from San Diego, probably years ago. And who knows what was going on there? I don't know, but
that's gross misconception on a wide scale.
Yeah.
And but it's in. I know I'm this way, and I know Craig's this way. That I do anything I see, and I look. If I go, wow, that's nuts. I also then go and what's going on here? Like, you know, because if you decide you want to figure out, okay, this is why the water stopped is because of the richest people in California own all the water rights and they've stopped it up north and there used to be this lake and it's this whole big thing.
Yeah. Owens Valley.
Yeah, but if you just stop on that and don't do any research and just start talking about it, you know, and I'm not going to talk about it because I didn't do a bunch of research on it, but that immediately makes you go, well, you know, what's up?
Right.
You know, and then I watched a whole documentary today on them taking down the Klamath Dam and how they took down the 4 dams to get the water running again. So, like, what's going on? You know,
are you saying that there's a lack of connection and be able to understand the big picture where placing the connection from the lack of water in the fire hydrants to the source of water?
Why don't we have water in these reservoirs? Why are we really diverting water to save smelt?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's a certain point of this whole thing becoming just blind ignorance and just going off of whatever the newest thing is that you need to rescue. If you're stopping water from getting through California, all through California for smelt, for a tiny fish to stop them from going extinct. Yeah. Well, there's all the stuff that's going through here that we need. I mean, San Joaquin Valley is the biggest feeder of vegetables in the United States, across the United States. And they're having a hard time getting water, you know, like, because these people,
because environmental
I mean, then you can go environmentalist or the people that own all the water rights so that they could,
I think there's also an almond cartel there.
That's the, it's a husband and wife.
Yeah, the couple that owns.
Yeah, wonderful.
They own like, what, 60% of the water in 60%
of water rights. And almonds specifically take a lot of water to grow, to a point of a problem. Yeah, you know. Yeah. But that's like, disperse this stuff, dispense it right, and just let the water do what it's supposed to do.
Well, the thing, me coming from my construction background, okay, so this is some things I want to just kind of get out there because I understand how water systems work. I've put in water lines. I've ripped out water lines. I understand how trunk lines work from fucking reservoirs to tanks to blah, blah, blah. I'm not a fucking pro, but I get it, right? And I can tell you that there is no city in fucking anywhere that is prepared to handle that much fire, period.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Yeah. There is not enough water, period. And in those fucking fire hydrants, in the reservoir tanks, in the if you had the reservoirs filled up, you'd have a little bit better chance. But the amount of water they are using to put out these fires, which is thousands of gallons per house, right? On top of 5,000 houses, there's no possible way for these things to fill up fast enough. It's just it's pure mathematics, right? We're using, because I will run my site. I got 15 pieces of equipment running. I have one water truck. It's a 4,000 gallon water truck. I will use 25 loads in a day just to keep the fucking dust down. Wow. Right? Yeah. That's just to keep the dust down. Wow. Right? So I don't think people understand how much fucking water it takes to put out a fire. It's an incredible amount of water. Let's just say it's 5,000 gallons per house. Zero fucking chance anywhere in this country is going to keep up with that amount. You know what I mean? For that long. It's just not going to happen.
But the caveat that though is there is a lot of stuff that can be done
100%
that isn't getting done because they're taking this money and giving it to anything else and everything else other than trying to fix stuff.
Right.
So a lot of it's going into
Pockets.
Well, I mean, like
there's only $20 billion unaccounted for the homeless crisis. That
just
California has no idea where it went.
Yeah.
No repercussions for that though.
And then cut, which this is going to just wreck them in the end of this. When this is all said and done, and the whole fact that they've cut the budget for the fire department down so much, and then gave fire equipment, sent it to Ukraine. Ukraine's got a full stocked fire equipment set up, and all of it, or from what I understand, it all comes from L.A.
Right.
And that's the whole, well, Ukraine is the baby right now, so we need to make sure we take care of that baby.
Right.
Well, you got teenagers that you're supposed to be raising, and you're not taking care of your teenagers because you're fixated on taking care of this baby that's not even yours.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's
That's a great analogy, by the way.
It was really
I just like
good.
to point that out. Okay.
You fucking killed it.
Thank you.
When it comes to that stuff, like I said, the fires are terrible. People are fucking running for their lives. People have nothing, and all that's horrible. There's a lot of room for the critique of how this is handled, for sure. And the one thing that I thought was very awesome was the fire chief going on the news and being like, I've made it known we are wild. I don't know if and the rumor is that she got fired. I don't think it's true though. But the fire chief came out against basically the mayor. Have you seen this video?
Tracy,
her name's Christine.
Is it Christine?
Yeah,
Because they're all the three of them that are. They're
all Christines.
Okay.
Right. Everyone's DEI hires, fucking focused on wokeism, whatever. She came on the fucking news with receipts, dude. It was like, I have made it known that you cutting our budget has left hundreds of pieces of equipment in our yards. They fired all the mechanics for LAFD. There's no mechanics to fix anything. They have hundreds of pieces of equipment in yards that need to be fixed. She made notes about it. She's done temporary budgets. She went on the news and fucking blasted the mayor. Like, blasted her, dude. Like, it was pretty fucking... And she's like, I've said in multiple memos, multiple budget things, that there is no way with how it is we could handle a major event like this. And now here we are, right? And it was pretty fucking it was pretty epic, dude.
That's what drives me nuts, because I look for stuff like that. I want to hear that stuff. But because I listened to Adam Carolla one time, I can't find anything. Like, I literally, all it is just, it's one white man after another white man just saying, this woke diversity shit's ruining our state.
There's an argument for it, but she went on with and I heard that she got fired, but I don't. Can you look that up? Can you Google that, please? I know I'm on the verge of I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I watched the news conference with her just saying, look, here's budget after budget request, denied, basically.
No, she cut but she literally cut the budget because she wanted to send the money into the other stuff.
Let's see.
That's the mayor.
That's the mayor talking. We don't want to see her.
That's
right
no, right
go
there
down,
next to
go down. That one right there. Yeah. That's a long video, but it's not going to play on here. We got to figure out how to get videos on here, Kenny. Like to where we can hear them and shit.
Well, here soon.
I need a feedback on the line to you guys.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll watch it later, but yeah. It's wild, dude. And she went on and then I heard that I want you to Google, did she get fired? Did the mayor fire the fire chief? That's what I'm wondering. That's what I heard that I haven't looked up yet.
All I typed is
see, there you go.
And it's like top search.
So LA fire chief meets with mayor after saying the city failed her. Okay, so she didn't get fired. Okay.
Boy,
good.
they had a great conversation, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I know that. You know that was tense and awkward.
The rumor.
Yeah.
A rumor.
Okay. That was the rumor that was flying around. And I hope it's not true because she fucking stood up on fucking business and just fucking laid it out, dude. And it's like, here's why. And she's like, and also, we're trying to fight this fire. So all this shit is a moot point at this point. We need to get through this. We need all the things. The other conspiracy theory that I heard, which I would actually like you to Google this, Kenny, was that all the fire trucks that are coming in from out of states,
have to get
go get inspected in Sacramento first for emissions.
Yeah.
Right? So out of state fire department emissions inspections.
Yeah, there you go.
Oregon fire truck stopped from, there you go.
So again, this is
refused.
What's that?
Cal Fire clarified on Instagram, no vehicles were refused service or denied entry.
Good. Okay, perfect. So that's another one
but
of
it
those things.
still just goes straight to the source. Why do they have to go to Sacramento before they come?
Is that true though? Do they have to go to Sacramento? Right?
Well, I again, my feed's gotten kind of lopsided, and I got to figure out how to do that.
No vehicles from the out of state have been turned around or refused.
That's absolutely insane. They should be exempt.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Having arrived in California, no emissions, smog testing are performed. All repairs were completed the same day, with the exception of a couple because of the parts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so that's another thing. I heard that they're mobilizing all these things in Sacramento, which is people from Vegas coming. They got to drive to fucking Sacramento, and that's another one of those things where you don't know if it's fucking true or not.
Yeah.
You have to find 5 different fucking articles to even find it, right?
That's a wild start of a spin, like a Kindle Fire of misinformation.
Yeah,
spinning out of control.
But it's constant though. That's the whole. That's where like when you get on these YouTube things, and that's kind of where we get most of our information from nowadays. Is you'd see something on YouTube because I don't have regular TV.
Yeah,
so I go look up, and the first thing it does is send you 12 videos off YouTube, and then you got to go try to find.
Then you got to find a news source.
outside of the mainstream news that populates the feed.
Yeah, exactly.
But we also, in these situations, I think it's dumb to assume mainstream news is fucking with you. Like in these major fire, you know what I mean?
They're trying all scripted. They're all handed scripts.
It doesn't for the fire. I don't think for these major emergencies they are. I think they're really just trying to get. I mean, all these people live in L.A. I watched this beautiful story this morning. One of the cameramen, Joe, and there's an anchor, a journalist. She was there the first day that the fire started in the Palisades, and they were in a neighborhood that was completely ablaze, right? and no fire trucks, nothing to help. And it was those two guys, the father and son, that were saving their house. Fucking the cameraman was running the fucking hose. Garden hose while he's filming the whole time. He's in the fire, he's clearing brushes, you know what I mean? It's like that's the kind of shit that does happen that we don't give these people credit for. You got these cameramen that are fucking these journalists that are out there, they're in the fire. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like national disaster kind of shit, I think it takes a while to script a thing if they are going to do it, you know what I mean? But for this stuff, they're just trying to get information out to people. I think I want to hope, right?
Well, I think that there's a lot of people that do, but I also think that there's a lot of people that are just taking this chance or taking this opportunity to go after people. Mm-hmm. Either way, they go after people. You know, people on the right saying these people are screwed up and we got to fix this and this is why this is happening, and then people on the left doing the same exact thing.
Right.
It's all back and forth garbage, really, instead of worrying about the people and what's going on with the people. It's the same thing with the stuff that happened. Was it North Carolina or South Carolina?
Yeah.
The same thing that happened with them. I mean, how many people were down there going, hey, look how screwed up all this is.
Right.
But you don't really know how bad it is. Did FEMA really turn people away? Was FEMA, I was reading something not 20 minutes ago or before I got here, I was reading that look, if you have a problem, come see FEMA. We're here for you.
Right.
And then the next thing was we tried. You were closed. You weren't there.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It should be a 24-hour thing for months after the event happens because these people are going to need help.
Yeah.
I mean, again, and not to take away from what the loss is in Palisades and Altadena, because there's a lot of poor people that are getting wrecked there too.
Right.
We're seeing the Malibu stuff and we're seeing the mansions in the Palisades because James Woods is taking pictures off of his porch and posting it, bitching about Gavin Newsom.
Right.
But there's also, I watched a Hispanic family that, the houses around them were burning down, and at the same time, they weren't letting their house burn down. They're like, this is not happening, I did see one that it's fucked up, but it's also pretty funny where there's 3 lowrider cars, and they're just hoses on the cars. They are just,
Oh, nope.
Nope, you are not getting our cars, man. And I was
just
like,
got
right on,
Dayton's
homie.
on 'em,
Yeah. You know, but those guys, you know, they get those cars, man. They get the car when they're 15 or 16 years old, and they get it from their dad or their uncle, and they go, look, man, this is your car.
Right.
We're lowrider family. Hook it up.
Yeah.
You know, and then they spend their whole life working on
Taking
that car.
care of that car.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Just putting myself back in that position where you're going through your house and you're trying to decide, you know, when we escaped Ojai from the fire, it's like you're walking through your house going, what the fuck do I take? You know, like, obviously the basics, you know what I mean? But that decision of like, fuck this thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost impossible. And knowing that you're never, ever going to get it back. You're never going to get any half of that shit back, you know, which is nothing compared to family being safe and all that stuff. But if I lost my house and we had to completely fucking start over, I don't think I'd be in this position right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'd keep working and doing the thing, but
I'll let you know here in the next couple of months. Because that's been in my head now since September.
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
Is, you know, I might lose my house. I got to make a call today, and then, you know, I've spent most of my life, the majority of my life, I've spent with a couple of suitcases worth of stuff that was mine.
Yeah,
you know, and now I have a house full of stuff that I like. I'm like.
Yeah.
I spent $5,000 on that couch. Mm-hmm. Where am I going to put that couch if I have to start looking at places to live?
Yeah.
And like trying to rent a place?
Yeah.
Like I'm not renting a fucking 3,000. I'm going straight back to the hood, homie.
Yeah.
Like I'm going straight back to Oxnard. I'm going to be living in Lemonwood again.
You and Kenny are going to be neighbors.
Yeah. Actually, Kenny, is that your pad?
Yeah, well, I rent it.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
it's a dope pad.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got a cool spot.
It's arguable on dopeness. Beach pad, yeah, but the neighborhood around it is just like
rough.
That's not bad. You know, it's not the best, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but think about it, dude. You're so removed now.
No, I'm not.
Well, you are.
No,
because
I'm not.
Half the time I go to your house, your garage door's fucking wide
No, I know,
open
I
at
get
9
that,
o'clock,
but
you know what I mean?
totally understand that.
Yeah.
I am not. The kids leave their bicycles sitting on the kickstand in the front yard, sitting there for 3 days.
Right.
Doesn't move.
Whose?
In my
your
neighborhood. Oh yeah.
I know. Right.
But when I am very, very familiar with his neighborhood. Not only do I work there, I grew up there. To me, that's not a bad neighborhood.
Right.
But if you go right back behind a Special Bakery or go back behind Dollar Tree, that's when it gets crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I hadn't been there in years. I drove down that alley one day. I was out doing pictures early in the morning, like really early. Got up, was
looking
doing
for
pictures.
a bag or something.
No, I was just out there taking pictures, and I wanted to go to a Special Bakery and get a burrito. Sure, is really what it was. Yeah. You know, and I'd gone out into the fields and got some cool pictures of the trains and equipment and stuff. Right when the sun was coming up, it was a fun day. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, let me pull down this alleyway. I haven't, you know. And geez Louise, dude.
I know.
Them roaches came out that oven quick, bro.
They thought Big Papa was home,
dude. It was, I was like, oh,
spot.
Yeah.
Looked like the Trump inauguration.
But that's what I mean about, you know, that's what I mean about, like, your little house in that little area isn't the best, but it's not the worst.
No.
Yeah,
you know.
It could be way worse. I've had 4 personal negative experiences with neighbors in the yard. In the neighborhood.
I told you I lived behind the Steak and Hoagie, right?
No.
Yeah, I lived in the house right behind the Steak and Hoagie on B Street. So, yeah, dude, it was
it's wild.
Oh man, the inside of the closet when I moved in, the inside of the closet, like the landlord was just a scumbag. It still had like Colonia and Southside and just all kinds of tags and it's still in the house that we're moving in. Yeah, like within a week, I had somebody knock on the door going, "Orle, is Pancho here?" I'm like, no, dude. Not only is he not here, he's never gonna be back here, and don't ever fucking knock on my door again, or this fucking thing in my hand's gonna get real.
Yeah.
You know, totally. And I answered the door like that because I'm like, oh no, we got to stop this now. This is not
establish dominance.
I got all my family here.
Put the word out.
Yeah, let everybody know he's gone.
House is
this
off
ain't
limits.
happening. Yeah, and it stayed off limits. It was cool.
Yeah, it's weird. I just think if you went back to that place, you'd be like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I can't rent a house in my neighborhood.
No, totally, dude. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a house that has been. It's on the corner of Dos Caminos.
Oh, okay.
And it was an abandoned house for the whole time I've lived here up until the last year. And it was a completely abandoned, the house overgrown with bushes. The tree that was outside was completely overgrown with ivy, and like the whole place was just a wreck. And they recently rebuilt it. And I drove by there yesterday and was like, oh, it's for rent. Huh. Wonder how much that thing cost. And I'm not even, like
$4,000.
I've got neighbors I know that are charging $3,500 a month for a tiny house.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah, it's wild, man. And that's another kind of thing. Ventura is absolutely fucked after this fire in LA.
Dude, these rates are going to go
well, dude,
up.
every person in Palisades or Malibu or where, you know what I mean?
Come there.
Fuck, dude, you're 45 minutes up the road. It's still a beautiful town,
As soon as I get done with this and we're done, I'm going to go jump on the phone and work on buying out my house.
Good.
Immediately.
Awesome.
Because of this. Because I'm like, oh, geez, if I don't do this, it's going to get to where I can't do it.
No,
I got to get on it.
Yeah. No, it's, I mean, the amount of people that are going to be temporary renting houses and all, Ventura County is going to fucking explode again.
Or they're just going to buy.
Yeah.
And then I'll just, fuck it, I'll just buy a house over on the shores.
Yeah.
I'll just go to Oxnard. I'll buy a pad over there.
Yeah.
It's not that far. It's right down the street from Malibu. I can hop on the freeway.
Yeah.
Go keep an eye on them rebuilding my mansion.
Totally. I'll just live in the Marriott right there while they're doing it. Yeah. And it's not all of them, but a fucking lot of them, dude. You know what I mean? Cheers.
Oh, sláinte. Hey, speaking of which, birthday party January 25th.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the garage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's Saturday? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Saturday the 25th, we got a band called the Renegades. Fucking killer band.
Yeah.
Yep. Typical barbecue and hang out and party. And
I'll be on the road.
You'll be on the road?
Yeah, I'm driving back to Connecticut.
Why are you driving back? I mean, I know why, but I'm just asking you why.
Yeah, no, that's just the reality of the situation.
Sorry, later. See you later.
Yeah, I know.
You can rent a fucking U-Haul. That's
here, we go back to Craig's empathy.
Sorry, Kenny, I'm a dickhead. Fucking sayonara, dude. Yeah.
So how many days is that?
Fuck 3 there at least.
A week. Driving there and driving back.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you doing it by yourself?
We're following each other, and then I got to drive back by myself.
Oh, and you can't do it one way, huh?
I got to drive my van. I got to drive her stuff there.
Oh, you're taking your van?
Yeah.
Whew.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, anyway. We'll talk about that one off camera.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me, first of all, because I'm going to give you some really fucking gnarly advice that it's going to get you in trouble. But anyway, whatever. I'm sorry, bud. Anyway, your birthday. Yeah. There's so many birthdays coming. My boy's birthday is the 26th. Mm-hmm. So that'll be fun.
Shit.
I'll go from
me, my brother, 2 of my really best friends. Mm-hmm. God, there's a bunch of us, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I love a dog snore, dude. They're so good. Yeah. Dogs sleep so much better than humans. It's incredible.
I'm so glad my dog doesn't snore, but boy, does she take up a lot of room.
Oh, yeah? She just sleeps like this? Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, she takes up most of the bed now.
Nope. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, fires sucks. Hopefully, let's get through the next few days, and Ventura County doesn't catch on fire again. That would be just really, really nice if that didn't happen.
Dude, the PTSD behind that stuff, man, like we started this with, is I really, like I woke up this morning, and heard the wind immediately, probably is what woke me up. And the first thing I thought is, man, I hope my brother's doing all right.
Yeah.
I hope my brother, because even whether the fire's going or not, when we've talked about it, he goes like, man, it's just stressful.
Yeah, it is. Well, when I leave here, I'm literally going to go make sure I have batteries, make sure I got fuel for my fucking generator, because my power turned off twice this morning.
Yeah.
And I lost self-service for like a half hour. like completely just
that
gone.
really got you, huh?
Yeah, so I was like, oh my God. I was like,
Help!
I've used my imagination.
Oh, gross!
I wasn't really.
That leads down some dark holes. Literally.
Yeah. I started thinking about that TikTok video I showed you, dude. Which I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I'm not gonna say who this is, and you wouldn't know him if you wouldn't know him anyway. But we found a fucking TikTok account the other night that is a very close old friend to my wife that is doing some wild shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking wild, dude. And I was like, I couldn't, and it's changed Rosie forever. Like, she's like, I can't, I'll never fucking, and basically, he's out there sniffing the fuck out of socks, dude. I mean, putting them in his mouth, dirty. It's wild, dude. Like, I've been watching the videos, and I'm like, yo, it's so insane, dude. And she's not really friends with him anymore, and hasn't been for years, but knows him very well.
How many views is that?
A lot.
A lot of views. A lot.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, fuck, dude. People do some fucking freaky shit. Kenny, can you put the camera on me, please? Thank you. Hi, how are you? All right. People do some freaky fucking shit. Yeah. It's wild, dude. He is fucking just deep into, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, no.
And I have the absolute 100% opposite reaction to feet than that. I mean, it is disgusting.
Like you're into, you don't like them. You're not a feet guy.
No, man. Like, they're not. They walk around on the dirt all day long. They're gross. They,
it's so wild, dude. It's so wild. And anyway, we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, if that dude ever comes over again, I'm hiding the dirty clothes hamper. Like,
he comes to the house?
He's been there once. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Just for a minute to say hello.
So next time he comes over, you just need to hang socks in different spots. And just like hang in a corner.
Just socks on the wall.
Little fan so it's blowing back and forth.
I'm going to be wearing like big ass dirty socks that are like half hanging off my feet. You know what I mean?
A hole in the toe.
And
then don't trim your nails the whole time.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking believe it, man. People do some weird fucking shit. And this is out for everyone.
Yeah. We all have our stuff, man. You know,
but it's on TikTok hard, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It's wild. So God bless you, buddy. But you're a fucking
wild
freak.
Is how many views he's probably got.
It's a lot. It's a lot of views, dude.
Yeah,
it's a lot. But God bless you. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah,
freak.
What is it? Feet, ass, FAF. I think it is. Feet, ass, and face. So women, like girls, will take poses, and the poses to get your feet, your ass, and your face kind of all in the same picture.
Okay.
You know
this seems like a Reddit thing.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know. I just happened to find it.
But you don't like feet.
It ain't for me.
Oh, it's not for you. Okay.
No, I like. I'd like to see what else other people are.
There was one going around on Reddit a while ago called Glorp. And what it was people would put googly eyes on their genitals. And I swear to God, it was pretty fucking good, dude. It was pretty funny. It'd be like this big-ass dick with like googly eyes on it. And you're like, or like someone's pussy, you know, they do the whole thing. It was pretty fucking entertaining. But
so when they did the pussy, was it like up above the lips or was it like on the...
A lot of different versions, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of them were sideways, you know what I mean? So it looked like a smile. It's pretty wild, dude. Yeah, there's some wild shit on the internet, dude. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I need to talk about how incredible this fucking show is. Have you seen American Primeval? It just came out on Netflix.
No.
Oh my God. I was going to text you about it yesterday. I watched the whole season in 2 days. It's the dude that did Lone Survivor, the director, and he's done a bunch of other fucking movies. I can't remember. Is it
a movie? Or?
No, it's a show, Western. It's about... the expansion into Utah and the fucking Mormons.
Okay.
Holy fuck, dude.
So,
my God, it's fucking brutal, man.
I got into the Mormonism stuff on an audio or a podcast. It was either an audio book or a podcast, but I got into it was a audio,
Yeah.
but about the Mormons.
Yeah, I
and
remember you
about
were talking about it. Yeah.
Gee, mini crickets,
Dude,
like people.
this is all
just,
about Brigham
and,
Young.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But it was Brigham Young, Joseph Smith, and then the guy that was Joseph Smith's bodyguard was the one that I got into it about, and insane.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like. It was really a lot of it was just defending themselves,
Right?
Like it also
Well,
there was also a lot of assassinations and stuff. Like, can you look up Joseph Smith's long-haired bodyguard?
Yeah.
It also turned into like this guy just his whole life was just dedicated to the Mormonism and dedicated to keeping it going and to defend and keep it safe.
Yeah.
But also if somebody was doing something against him that they weren't supposed to do, he'd just go kill him.
Porter Rockwell?
Yep.
Porter
That's
Rockwell.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy.
Dude.
That guy was out of his mind, dude.
They're all
that dude was like, hey, go send him to go kill those 4 guys. And he's the one that walked up and went, hey, you can't kill me because so long as my hair is long, I can't get shot.
He was Samson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just totally, completely flipped the script on what I thought of
Watch
Mormonism.
American Primeval. It is I don't know how historically accurate it is, if it's based off a certain thing, but it's like, it's all about a fucking little, there's multiple stories going on, but it's about the Shoshone tribe and Red Feather. It's about fucking the Mormon church and the absolute fucking chaos that they caused. Why they were trying to settle Utah as their own territory, essentially, and fighting the government over it.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
it is unfucking real good, dude.
They ended up going into Utah because it was the only place that they could find that they could make their own.
Yeah, because they're out there fucking kids. Multiple wives. They're gross.
Oh, yeah,
they're gross as shit.
Yeah, Catholics don't do that.
Not marrying them. You know what I mean? It's gross. I get it, Catholic shit. But the Mormon shit is so weird to me, especially back then. It was like,
but back then, I mean, and not look, man. This is just part of the time,
right?
Marrying a kid that's what age?
8, 7.
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's not much of that in the show at all.
12 at 13 was pretty common back then.
It's whatever.
Well, no, it is.
Yeah, no,
it's not like
it.
it's
No,
historically.
I get you.
It is.
Yeah.
When your daughter, as soon as she starts to bleed, that's it.
Yeah,
it's
I
time
get
to
it.
get married. You got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're now
A woman.
Yeah. So
I get it.
Figure it out.
But there's not really. It doesn't touch on any of the gross shit of that stuff in the show. It's based off. Obviously, it's a true event, but it is wild, dude.
Yeah.
It's the most raw, gnarly Western I've ever seen. Probably the truest period piece, like as far as like close to what it was probably like.
Like really like.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched all 6 episodes in like 2 days, dude. I watched the first 3.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
The day before, I watched the next 3. Last night.
I know which
stayed
one you're
until
talking about
11:30,
because I've seen the preview comes up all the time.
It's
I'll
so
check it out
gnarly.
for sure.
Rosie couldn't even watch it. She was like, "This is too much.
Yeah.
It's too gnarly, dude." Yeah, but it is so fucking good. I was gonna text you last night, but
I love that stuff.
oh, it is unreal, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Lone Survivor, style. It's like about as close as you get to
which
real
one's Lone
combat.
Survivor. Is that the one where they
Mark
down
Wahlberg's in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's Peter. I can't remember the director's name, but yeah, it's incredible.
The insanity and the violence and stuff that went on back in those days is just, it's not anywhere near as. It was way more. God, what was that Western series that was really, really good?
The 1883 one or whatever.
No, wait. This is.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah. Damn it.
know.
Anyways, it was really violent.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it wasn't,
easy.
but they make, like, you watch the old Westerns and you see this stuff and how it's kind of like more, it's just so much more cleaned up than what it actually was.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the Indians were literally gnarly savages as far as how they dealt with each other and they dealt with us.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays everybody's like, well, we did this to the Indians. Read Empire of the Summer Moon and read what they did to each other and what they did to. Man,
it's ruthless.
Fucking skin you, literally flay you alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was
gnarly
a
shit.
violent fucking time, dude. It did the best I've ever seen of transporting you into an era and letting you know that you would never have survived.
Yeah,
Like you would have never fucking survived that trek across America. You know what I mean? Holy shit! You know?
I mean and how many people actually did it? Like, a lot of people were just like, hey, you know,
I'm going that way.
Gunther, Gertrude, you know,
Yeah, totally.
You know, let's go ahead and rally this together, and you know, we'll head that way.
Yep, and just knowing that half of you are not going to make it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, it's unreal, dude. Yeah, it's one of the best shows I've seen in a very long time.
Okay.
Very, very long time, dude.
I know exactly which one you're talking about now, and I have seen it, and it's piqued my interest.
Yeah,
so
it just
now
came
I'll
out
make
like
sure.
last week, I think, maybe at the most. But yeah, I've been thinking all week about it. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, I don't know if I would have survived. You know, in my imagination, I would have.
You know, if you grow up in that stuff, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no matter where you grow up and what you're doing, whatever time period it is, you just got to deal with whatever it is you have to deal with, and you either adapt or you die.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that goes for as long as history goes on, and it's, you know,
except for now.
Well, you know,
dude, I mean, it's so different now. You know what I mean? It's so easy to bitch about how hard things are now, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like,
but it's also where we live. I'm guessing the people in like the south side of Chicago are probably think a little bit different.
They're
Baltimore,
fine.
Chicago.
They're doing fine.
Yeah, sure.
Just like the fucking ghettos in Oxnard, they're doing fine.
It's a little different.
They're having a good time. They're making music videos on their parents' cars and shit. They're doing fine, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't.
Fine. They're not hungry.
Yeah.
They're out there for sport.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I do.
It's doing fine.
I do. It's still crazy.
It is insane.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you compare to, you know, not that long ago.
Yeah.
100
years ago.
Yeah.
It's completely different universe, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited.
Yeah, nobody's in a panic because their chickens quit laying eggs.
Totally, dude.
You know.
Yeah, it is absolutely true. Yeah, you don't panic going like, oh fuck, dude, we only got 6 eggs today.
Yeah.
I got 7 mouths. What the fuck? You know?
Yep.
I'm like, I'll just run to the store real quick.
Yeah.
You know.
Although I did go to the store a couple weeks ago. I went to Smart and Final and went to go get eggs.
Yeah.
There was not a single egg
Really?
on the shelf. Wow. The only thing they had were the giant boxes for the restaurants.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, there was not a single egg on the shelf.
Damn.
And the prices of eggs have gone up. They've
They
doubled. You know, prices of everything has doubled. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
It is pretty fucking terrifying. Well, what else have we got going on?
I don't know.
You got your birthday?
My birthday, super important.
55.
Yep, 55.
Big milestone.
Still alive. Nobody can believe it.
55 is still alive.
Yeah,
Is that
I think
on the flyer?
that's the shirt this year. 55, it's still alive. No one believes it.
57, go to heaven.
Yeah. 56 on God's dick. Yeah. You know what? I have been. I'm glad I got this in my YouTuber Instagram algorithm. Is houses and how much they cost in like different places.
Dude,
like
we're on the same shit. Yeah.
What you can get in Tennessee,
Yeah.
what you can get in Texas, what you can get everywhere.
Acres of property.
5, 6, 7 acres of property with a
Wraparound porch.
compound.
Right.
Like we could all live.
That's what we need to do.
You know.
That's what we need to do.
I'm not opposed to it anymore.
neither.
I'm really starting to try to figure out how to make it happen.
Let's fucking make it happen.
Yeah, because
Let's
the
go
only
buy
way
some
it's going to
property.
happen is if fucking it's. But I can't believe I'm this guy right now. But I can't imagine doing it in California. And I'm really to the point of going like
You can't do it in
you know,
California.
but there's still spots like there's spots up in Northern California like
Yeah.
by Weed and
Yeah.
Weaverville. And there's
Which
places
also
up there-
burn to the ground every year.
I remember.
Yeah, it's true. My wife's dad lives in Weed. He's almost lost his house like 17 fucking times from massive fires. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's terrible. I think it's just out of California is where we need to go.
Yeah, but then it's got to be
Reno?
Fuck no.
No, it's just,
None of us have a meth problem enough
No.
to be living in Reno.
that's the problem with moving anywhere. Is you got to figure out what the drug problem of the neighborhood is. You know what I mean? Because there's, you know, no matter where you go. But like I now really do understand why there's a lot of people that are moving to Tennessee. Tennessee has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful countryside, and you can get like 2 acres and a compound
next to water.
And I mean
also
like
tornadoes.
seriously
and all
enough
kinds of shit,
spot to where I could move 6 families into these places,
Right.
especially if we were Mexican, because they deal with each other way better than we do. They actually incorporate and work together.
Yeah, they pool money together. They're very smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we just get pissed off that you touch my toothpaste.
No, I'd be so mad, dude.
Yeah. But I have seen
I
a
hate
couple
when my
of them
kids
where I'm
touch
like,
my
fuck,
toothpaste.
man, if we just, all we got is we put one house here and we get another one over here and another one over here. And then with our retirement money, we should be able to live in this place just fine.
100%.
And then when we go grocery shopping, we do it as like, okay, we chip in and we do mass food,
And then we learn to hunt, and we just hunt our own food, and then we start marrying each other's wives, dude, and we just go full Brigham Young, full Mormon, dude.
I'm definitely not into it at all.
You might be into the marrying the wives part, though.
Maybe.
Just communal sharing, It always works out. I mean, look at Waco. That worked.
This is
right?
how this is how I think of it. Okay, is we can have this big old compound, and then we have the men's compound.
Ooh.
And that's where we hang out.
Yeah.
And then we build them a giant kitchen.
Yeah.
And that's where they hang out. And then we just do our thing. And then every once in a while we get with them and we say, hey, we're going to take you out to dinner.
Yeah. And then we all throw keys in a fishbowl.
We all throw keys in the fishbowl with a giant upside down pineapple
That's
on the
what's
gate
up,
as
dude.
you come in. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it, dude. And then we'll get they'll have a giant kitchen and then a huge room just full of fainting couches.
Yes.
And they just hit the ground. Yeah.
I'm tired, sir.
Meanwhile, Spanish flies flying all over the place around there.
Spanish flies, shit. Me and you did Viagra.
That's right.
Or hymns, or that's another wild thing, dude.
What?
There's how
Dick
many
pills?
commercials.
I've never
are
taken
dick-
one.
Neither have I.
You haven't?
Never.
Oh, nice, dude.
Never.
I've never taken one.
It still works most of the time, so I'm kind of leery of jumping the gun. You know what I mean? And then
like
all of a
making it
sudden
overwork?
you run out of ammunition. You know, a little
I used to
worried.
think there was at a point in my life. I used to think that there was an X amount of boners that you were allowed to get.
I think kind of the same thing, dude. You know?
Yeah.
But I got a couple
I still haven't
buddies.
run out of them.
I got some buddies, dude, that are. There is nothing wrong with them. They're fucking big, healthy dudes, man. He's like, no, when I go on vacation, I take these with me. You dissolve this thing under your tongue because I'm on vacation. I'm going to get it 6-7 times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get 6 or 7 naps.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
I'm good. Once in the morning, maybe in the evening.
Yeah.
Rest of the time,
that's
let's
way more than most, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on a thing right now where, I'm always the one that initiates sex. Always.
yeah.
Women never fucking do, right?
Yeah.
So I was bitching at Rosie about it the other day. And she's like, well, I can do it. I'll initiate it. And I was like, okay. We'll see how long it goes. And I'm going to wait like like a Christian.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wait till that bitch is a month in because she won't think about it. You know what I mean?
No.
And then I'm going to get her so good, dude. I mean, after the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just want to see how I'm in an experiment right now. I'm going to see how long it really takes her. Because I get real bitchy after 3 days. I come down and like dapper. What's up, dog? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
And then she knows that like it's fucking time. I'm not going to do it this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it ride and see how it goes. So I might be real aggravated next podcast. We'll see.
I just go, honey, I can't sleep. That's it.
Good for you.
That's all I got to do. Honey, I'm tired. Can't
Yeah.
sleep. Mm-hmm. You just woke up 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I'm really tired.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of an experiment right now.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
And what's crazy is we're joking about this shit, but literally, she will like I'll have not slept good or whatever, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, fuck, I got to get up, and she'll be like, oh, okay, and then she'll go get me coffee and do all this stuff, and then she'll come in and just work one out real quick on me, and then I immediately fall asleep.
Yeah, like a
and
little
I'll go
baby.
back to sleep for like 2 hours, bro. And but it is, and she does
God
it.
bless her.
Yeah.
God bless
She
you.
has drugged me before too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just to get you to shut the fuck up.
No, it's because I get in my head and I can't sleep and stuff, and then when I wake up, I get like, okay, I got to go do all this stuff, and she'll be like, okay, and then
Not today,
she goes, hey,
motherfucker.
take your medication before you know, because she brings me my medication in the morning. She's like, here, take your pills, and she gives me water, and I take my pills, and then
All of a sudden
like
you're real
20
drowsy.
minutes later, I went back to sleep, and I mean slept good, dude, for a while.
Yeah.
And then later on, she walks in, and we're talking, and she's got this little twinkle in her eye. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, yeah, I threw a half a Xanax in that pill thing this morning, so you'd go back to bed.
She's
And
like,
I'm
I didn't want to hear
all
your
right,
shit today.
All
dude.
right, good for you, girl.
She's like, I had
Yeah.
shit to get done around the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless the wives and the
Oh,
girlfriends and the
she's
good
such
ones.
a
you know
she's
what I mean?
such a she just it blows. She gets up every day at like 5:30 in the morning. Her and her sister both wake up super early in the morning, and they're just
They do their thing.
let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, send them to my house. That'd be cool. Help them keep up around there.
She loves kids.
Yeah, I know she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, fuck. Anything else?
January 25th.
January 25th.
Renegades.
Garage Bar.
Yep.
1091 Scandia.
Big Jay's birthday party.
Yep.
Annual.
Anal birthday party.
Yep. My brother's gonna be barbecuing. He doesn't know it yet, but if you see him or hear him, tell him.
If you see this on Wednesday,
Yeah,
Chris,
let
you're
him know.
barbecuing.
Yeah, you're cooking, fuckface.
Yeah. All right. Well, our heart goes out to everyone that has lost their shit. We're so sorry you're going through it. I hope you guys figure it out. And
Hey, if there's anything I can do, if you guys want to hit me up,
yeah.
email Craig, and then Craig will let me know because you know his ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, man. If you guys are really going through it and you need a truck, you need people to pick up and drop off, Jay is your man.
Yes.
It is not me. I love you, but we all suffer, okay? So fucking get it together, man. You know what I mean?
right, man.
We all suffer. We all go through shit. Handle your own business like a
Yes.
fucking adult. Talk to Jay, not me.
Yep. Do we have any sponsors?
No. Well, Dead Man's Beard Co.
Wow, that's a great segue.
They haven't sent us
into it.
shit. Fuck them.
Well, we haven't really done shit.
I don't
we
know.
Need to,
We did
although
some
the last
shit.
one was a good one, but
Yeah.
we could do better.
Yeah, we could do better.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Dead
we'll get
Man's
some more
Beard
stuff.
Co. If you want 15% off, use the code Get Heavy.
Yeah.
Incredible beard products.
I
Jay obviously
honestly,
used
I
them
love
this
their
morning.
stuff, man. I do like their stuff a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I love it. It works really, really well.
Yeah, check out the Patreon. We've had some memberships go up recently. We appreciate it. We're running actually a deal. It's like, what is it, 5 or 10% off for the whole month of January. I'll probably extend it through February if you sign up. Unedited podcast, you get all the bullshit before, and no
Listen
ad
to
breaks.
Craig's.
No my bitching about why nothing's working.
Yeah.
Got it.
And his horrible racism.
Yeah. All right. Love you. Bye.
Peace.